Millions of hearts froze at the same time. 6 years of silence ended with one sentence. Not loud, not dramatic, but powerful enough to shake the global fandom. When Wang Yibo said, "He will always be special to me," the internet didn't just react. It remembered. It happened quietly. Almost too quietly for something this big. On December 27th, 2025, Wang Yibo sat across from a host during an interview meant to be simple. A promotion, a routine schedule, a new single, nothing more. Then came a question that seemed harmless. Who inspires you the most when everything feels exhausting? Yibo paused. Not a pause for effect. A pause that carried weight. Memory. Time. For years, Wang Yibo has been known as the man of restraint. Measured words. Guarded expressions. An artist who rarely lets emotion slip in a public space. So when he spoke again, the world leaned closer. "There are many people," he said calmly, "but there is one person who has always been special to me." Another pause. "We work very closely together." And in the name, Xiao Zhan. No dramatic music, no theatrical emphasis, just honesty delivered softly. "He will always be special to me." In seconds, silence turned into shockwaves. Screens lit up, timelines flooded, and a question echoed everywhere. Why now? The reaction was instant and overwhelming. Hashtags surged like wildfire across continents. From Weibo to TikTok, from X to Instagram. Hashtag YiZhan forever. Hashtag always special. Hashtag Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. Within 24 hours, hundreds of millions of views poured in. But this wasn't chaos. It was emotion. Fans didn't scream. They breathed. Some cried. Some stared at their screens in silence. Because for many, this moment wasn't new information. It was a feeling they never truly let go of. Clips from the Untamed resurfaced everywhere. Lan Wangji's restrained devotion. Wei Wuxian's unguarded warmth. Edits slowed their glances, repeated their silences, stitched together memories fandoms had carried quietly for years. In Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Thailand, the Philippines, where the Untamed once reshaped fandom culture. Fans called it the moment of the decade. Threads appeared overnight, dissecting every word Yibo chose. One line went viral globally. "A man this quiet doesn't say always unless he means forever." And suddenly, the focus wasn't on speculation. It was on timing. 6 years. 6 years of distance. 6 years of restraint. And then this. What made this moment truly historic was not the sentence itself, but the silence that followed it. Because for the first time in years, the fandom did not fracture. It breathed together. YiZhan fans felt seen, but they didn't shout. They didn't demand. They held the moment gently, as if afraid to break something fragile and precious. Even more surprising, solo fandoms did not resist. Wang Yibo's fans responded with pride, not fear. He chose honesty over safety, one comment read. "That takes strength." Xiao Zhan's fans replied with restraint and gratitude. He never needed public defense. He survived because someone respected his silence. This mutual respect was rare, almost unheard of in modern fandom culture. International audiences noticed immediately. A viral post from Brazil said, "This isn't about romance. This is about memory, and choosing not to erase it." In the US, reaction videos didn't scream. They paused. Eyes widened. Voices softened. Across Europe, discussions framed the moment as emotional maturity. Two men acknowledging a shared past without exploiting it. And that's why it felt different. This wasn't a nostalgia package for profit. This wasn't a calculated breadcrumb. It was one person speaking truthfully after choosing silence for 6 long years. To fully understand why those words landed so deeply, we must return to the origin of everything. When the Untamed didn't just air, it detonated. It changed how audiences understood connection on screen. Not loud passion, not exaggerated emotion, but restraint. Lan Wangji's devotion lived in silence. Wei Wuxian's warmth existed even in tragedy. Their chemistry wasn't designed to shout. It was designed to linger. Behind the scenes, the bond was just as intense, but quieter. Xiao Zhan brought light into exhausting days. Wang Yibo brought structure when everything felt overwhelming. They trained endlessly, shared meals between shoots, leaned on each other when pressure became unbearable. Then the world noticed. Fame exploded. Expectations suffocated. Every gesture was analyzed. Every glance became a headline. And survival demanded distance. Not because something broke, but because something needed protection. Public appearances vanished. Photos stopped. Interactions dissolved. Yet time revealed something interesting. Nothing ugly replaced the silence. No denial. No erasure. Just absence. And absence, when chosen carefully, can sometimes mean respect. By 2025, both men stood untouchable in their careers. Acclaimed, awarded, globally recognized. And yet, one sentence carried more emotional weight than years of success combined. Because it wasn't about the present. It was about honoring what once existed, without demanding anything from it. So what does this moment truly represent? Not a reunion announcement, not a secret signal, not a promise. It represents permission. Permission for fans to let go of bitterness. Permission to remember without expectation. Permission to heal without rewriting history. Cultural commentators called it a rare act of emotional integrity. Psychologists noted something even more powerful. Fans didn't spiral. They softened. There was relief, closure, warmth. Because sometimes, what people need isn't confirmation. It's acknowledgement. Hours after the interview spread worldwide, Xiao Zhan shared a single message. Thank you for all the warmth this year. Let's welcome 2026 with sincere hearts. No names, no context, yet the meaning was unmistakable. Two people speaking the same emotional language, without speaking to each other directly. And that is why this moment mattered. He will always be special to me. That sentence didn't reopen wounds. It closed them gently. As 2025 fades into memory, millions aren't asking what comes next. They're holding on to something quieter. The understanding that some connections are not meant to return to the spotlight, but they never disappear. And maybe that's the most beautiful ending of all. Not a reunion, not a promise, just truth, spoken once and carried forever.